Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to our Multiblock Madness series. I am just setting this diamond dust because this seems to be one of the recipes that keeps bugging out. Not sure why, but every once in a while I just have to pull a recipe out, put it back in, and then it fixes itself. So I figured I'll keep a certain amount in stock. So when I do recipes, it should be, hopefully, we'll fix it. I am just throwing a couple quantum tanks here. This is totally unnecessary, but I was like, why don't we do this? For this cooling off thing. I thought maybe, if I want to add extra helium or something like that, this would make it easier. But I highly doubt this is actually going to be needed. So basically we're pumping out the regular helium into the supercooler, liquid helium, and then back in the thing as needed. I just hate when this was flickering. And it was doing that because this was filling up and stuff. So I was like, yeah, let's just do this. And I'm pretty sure I can actually do all that. Ooh, I have no idea what those... What does that mean? Blue? Maybe that's both. Orange out? Yep, there we go. I don't know if that's output, but we can do pump out, and then we can do... Let's try this, actually. We'll do... Try that? Good? Yeah, there we go. Don't really know if that... Although that doesn't actually do that fast. It doesn't need to be that fast. I'm just noticing, I'm like, that is actually quite slow. I would kind of like it to be... Like, that's not flickering on as fast as it was. So we'll just turn this on. And I'll see. Yeah, it doesn't... That is actually not outputting that very fast, is it? Now that I'm looking at that. Oh, that's not really pumping that out fast at all, is it? I thought that would be faster if I was doing it directly from the quantum tank. Like, I figured that would have been full. I could always just do... like, this, I don't know, this seems a bit silly. If I do... like, if we do insert on brown, construct on red, purple, sure, why not purple? See, now that's full. And then insert on purple. And then we can throw more energy things in there. Just so it's not flickering on and off. I'm really not a fan of that. I don't like when machines do that. Because I've brought worlds to a about 1 FPS doing that before. So I really try to avoid that. But trying to, like, figure out the exact amount. That's almost... Yeah, that's like keeping it pretty even. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it though. I don't think it's that important. We're piping helium in, we're piping helium out. Everything is hunky-dory. And this thing is just running. So I don't think there's any reason to turn this off. This should be just running in a loop, no problem. It's not using much power at all. 17,000 RF is nothing with our that huge thing over there. What are we doing? 27 million or something like that we're producing, but I'm only using 8.5 million of it, so yeah, I'm going to leave that here. I am going to... was thinking about checking out some of these blocks inside, these detector things. Now, I just followed the recipe and did this bubble chamber detector and this electromagnetic thing just because the recipe or the thing told me to do that. I was like, oh, okay, we'll do these. But I was looking at like this. Silicon tracker is actually 15% efficient. But this one needs to be placed next to the particle chamber. So I'm assuming it can only go like right in the center on the 6 sides. Is what I'm assuming. But if we look at this, the beam things, the beam particle, I can't remember the name of them. Like the chamber, I'm assuming is the one directly in the center. When it says particle chamber, I'm assuming it's the block in the very middle. So we could probably only throw 2 of those silicone chamber, but I thought, yeah, why not? Let's, as we're kind of learning the mod, why not test out some things? This seems to be the best, and it seems as you like look at the other ones, I'm kind of assuming, like in general, say like if that's like the middle, the chamber, we can do like I could hit a block, so we could do like the silicon things there if we want, and then like the next one out would be, you know, we would place the other ones like here, because then they would be 2 blocks away from that center. And then the next one is, you know, like 3 blocks, and we could place that even farther out as we get bigger. So then like the next ones would be like out here kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm assuming from reading this would probably be the most efficient way to do it. But, you know, as we expand the size, so I don't know. I am gonna craft up these silicon things, figure let's give this a go and see what happens. Now, this isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world to make, but it's not exactly super difficult. So, if we can do that, and then after this we will... I think I can only fit 2 on that. Although... if we're going to have to craft up a new particle chamber for each one of these things, which it kind of sounds like it. Like, yeah, this boron one, we do this target chamber, because we... like, I can't easily change this. If I want to do another recipe, it's not like I can just easily change all this stuff. So if I want to do one with a chamber that needs, you know, 6 million, like, I can't use this because I would have to completely change that. I'm not about to switch out that every time. So I'm assuming we're going to have to do many, many of these. Something blew up, made me jump. What was that? I actually don't know. Was that not... what blew up? I mean, obviously something blew up. It was something with this, apparently. I had screwed that up. Something got screwed up there. I actually don't know. What just happened? Oh. Obviously the heat got too high. I didn't see what happened though. Did anything like... You know what? I have the chunks saved. I bet you because I have all the chunks claimed that we didn't actually lose anything. Alright, well, something happened there, and I don't know, but all of a sudden we have, like, not a lot of helium. And for some reason that's not letting me extract the helium. Alright, let me see if something happened, like I can't see. Did we, like, lose the thing? No, it's right there. But usually we can pull the helium out, but it's not doing it for some reason. All right, let me yeah, where did all that where'd all the liquid helium go? And why is that going in there? We have quantum in there? Did all these blocks get blown up, but they're just not registering? That would be a thing. Okay, I just realized what happened and why it wasn't pumping out. It put the liquid helium in here, because I forgot to change that from a green. So the green was going out and into here. Whoops. So let's pull that out if I can. Is that going to let me do that? I might have to do it like this. No. Alright, let me think. I guess we'll do... Brown. Why does that not want to go in there? Oh! I did that, didn't I? Alright, so we do output. If I just change this from in the very beginning, maybe that wouldn't have happened. Alright, so I need to place this back to purple. That was active. Helium. Why is that just because I feel like that can pump that out faster. Insert route. Extract. It should be pulling out. That should be full. Oh. Of course. They can't pull out that top. Oh boy. Alright, there we go. Wow, talk about making things overly complicated. Holy cow. Alright. There we go. That's turning all that into that. Now we're happy again. Alright. Well, we're learning. Alright, well the cool thing is if this gets too hot and blows up, we don't actually lose anything. That's a good thing to find out. Alright, so there we go. If this thing's running full blast, it only needs about 3 of those, I guess. 4? Yeah, 4 is about the most. Alright, cool. So, what was I saying? Yeah, what I was saying is that if we're going to have to craft up a new particle chamber for each one of these things, I actually don't need these beam ports on the sides because this recipe doesn't use them. This only uses... we don't get anything from these 3 for this recipe, so I can just replace these with glass, and that way we can actually fit more of those silicon things, and I hope by putting up the efficiency, we'll just get more silicon wafers from that recipe. Now, did we... I don't know why I flew all the way over here. I was... I'm like... So I guess we would need... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously, we can't do from the one side. All right, that's the... I wasn't sure how many of these silicon things we needed. Oh, I thought that was tungsten for a second. I'm like, how do we not have that? And that hafnium stuff. Oh, I just remembered. I was going to set this craziness up, wasn't I? Definitely the easiest way, but getting the fluids into it is going to be a bit of a pain to get this hafnium. All right, let me do a little bit of rearranging of stuff, and we'll see if we can get this set up, and we can check out these silicon things, and then see if we can continue on. Okay, I think I've sorted out all this craziness. Basically, I'm just trying to get sulfuric acid from here into the thing over there, and if I can't do it this way, I'll just do another one, but I think possibly it will work. I'm not entirely sure. I do have hydrochloric acid going in there from that side. That one's producing it. It's going over there and here. So I think if I do this, and now I have this set sulfuric acid, so like water or anything can't come down here. I don't know if it can, but in theory, if I do this, this should fill up. Please fill up. No! For some reason I cannot get that to fill up with sulfuric acid. It does not want to do that. Let's do... And I don't really want to mix these pipelines up. I'm worried if I like connect them like without filters and stuff, like we'll mess stuff up. Although that is just hydrochloric acid. The only thing that's going over there is hydrochloric acid to our mass assembler. I don't even remember why we have that, but no. All right. So, am I even able to get this sulfuric acid out? It doesn't even feel like I'm getting it out. What happens if we do like this? I need a... Or the valve. So there is sulfuric acid in that line. Which, I think it's that one. It should be west, I think. Facing west, yeah. Alright, so if I do... Yeah. Can you not put two fluids in from the same side? Is that... Was that the issue? I don't know. I guess... I don't really want to use this pressure tank, but, wait. Well, I guess I could just do... We'll just do this, I guess. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but... Fine. Yeah, I just can't get two... maybe that's just not a thing. Maybe you can't do two on the same one. Alright, but there we go. We got our nitric acid, we got our hydrochloric acid, we got a sulfuric acid. I don't know if I need to show this, but electrolytes are producing oxygen. Oxygen and nitrogen gives nitric acid. Nitric acid and more oxygen gets nitrogen dioxide. Water, nitrogen dioxide gets nitric acid. That's being pumped up there. Easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Alright, let's just do a stack of this in there. Let's get some... I'll probably just use a point instead of a coil, and energy speed because I don't feel like waiting. Boom, boom. What was that using? 800. What should that say? I was like, I thought that said a whole bunch. All right, we got our thorium dust, titanium, and we got our hafnium. Obviously, we're getting tons of thorium. Not so much as the other stuff, but all right, we got 3 stacks of thorium, 13 titanium, and this hafnium stuff. So we're gonna need another stack of. The funny thing is, this isn't even sped up. I need 16 hafnium. What is going on here? Am I not going to get enough? No. I didn't get enough. I thought I was going to get enough there. Right. I mean, this is the easiest way to go about doing this, but man, that is not a great ratio, is it? I know it's like 0.1, so... Alright, there we go. We'll just do the rest. I don't want to, like, waste too much of this stuff, but... Alright, so we got 18 from 3 stacks. But that should be enough for this silicon. Yep, there we go. For all those advanced things. I may want to... Oh, it turned off. The animation was like stuck on even though it wasn't running, but it's actually turned off. Do we want to... I probably should pipe in thorium to get hafnium, because we're going to need a whole bunch. So I probably will... what do we want? Export bus, interface. How do I want to do this? Interface. Maybe the interface, and then pipe it in, pipe it out. Yeah, I don't even know how close my cables are. So they are right there. That is sort of in the way. It's like definitely in the way, actually. Anyway, we'll sort it. I kind of wanted it right there. But yeah, I have definitely put this in a awkward position, haven't I? Do I care if there's a hole in the ground? Alright. Go here if you can see through. Alright, we have 3 channels left there. Alright, so then we'll do is that what I want to do? Yeah, I guess. And then thorium. I mean, we should be getting this. There's no way this is going to go faster than we are. I do need a lot of speed upgrades on that. Is that going to be enough? Is that not enough? Put on the wrong thing. I thought that seemed a little bit slow. All right, there we go. We're good. So now we're producing hafnium. All right, I just realized we are going to be filling up our A system with thorium. I'm going to need a drawer for that. So that is that. All right, we should be done with the silicon. We got 1. What's taking a long time? Ah, that. Yep. This isn't a great... What did I... Let's get a thing. This isn't a great reactor for producing this stuff, but... it's just on permanently and producing plutonium, and then whenever I need it, we put the stuff in there. So let me finish these up, and then check this out. Well, that was easy. We're already up to 9,000 thorium. I ended up putting drawers for these too, because I'm like, if I just let this run for hours, like, that's going to start filling up drawers too. So I just threw drawers for that. But anyway, there we go. There is our 5 silicon whatevers. And I guess we will just replace what... where the old the beam ports or whatever that I removed. So let's see if this works. Now I think it was efficiency, like, I don't even remember, 245 I think it was. I have to underneath. So I'm assuming, if I understand this correctly, these will all... Okay, wait. No, that's right. That's right. Right. Where am I missing? Oh, right here. I was like, which one am I missing? And there we go. So, efficiency 305%. Sweet. All right. So that does seem to work. Now, what's the silicon? What am I looking at? That silicon tracker needs next to a particle chamber. So that, I'm assuming, well, I'm not assuming. I know that's the only ones we can use. I don't think I can fit any more in there. Obviously, I can't put one there because the beam has to come in. And then there's no other way to get it right next to it. So then, like, I guess the next tier up would be the... Yeah, the bubble. Or the wire. What's this wire one? Well, that's argon. Well, that's easier than this. Why did we have to craft this stuff up? that was overly annoying. Although that's 3. And then this is 5. So if we get like a really, really big one, then we can use the other ones. Oh, we'll have to use the other ones because we'll be far enough away that we won't be able to use it. But, all right, cool. So, we used to get 10 per canister. Let me turn off the, why is this growing? We used to get 10 per canister. So, let's throw one more in. This is on. That should turn this thing on. And we'll see... by adding 60% if we get like 11 or 12 maybe. But yeah, all right, we'll let that finish, and as that is doing that, we'll look to see what we have next. I have quite a few things here that I need to complete. To be honest, that's kind of an annoying that's a bit of an annoying thing. I have nowhere to put like these buckets because I have everything backlogged. Like, I really don't have anywhere to put that stuff. So, not a huge fan of that. I'll probably just delete them. Particle outputs. Detectors. Didn't I? Alright, well, these seem to be the most complicated ones, so we'll take those. Wire chamber. Really? I should have looked. Although I did complete that quest. I did realize I had completed that quest. What does this one give? Alright. Sure. Accelerating barrel. Man. That, I don't know what that's for. A gun. And crazy armor. I think we can actually craft those up. Yeah, I think we can actually craft those up. I'm just going to throw that in there for now. And like I said, I have nowhere to put this stuff. I'm just going to delete it. All right, so what is this one? Sodium-22 is required for making sodium-22 sources. Shocking. These produce positrons when placed in an ion source, essential for making antimatter in neutral exotic containment. Many of the recipes that produce this item also produce neutrons, which will be useful for certain recipes, including one in this very questline. All right, so we're going to need a proton and a sodium ingot or magnesium. Then this gives us protons and neutrons, but we do have to get this up to 20 million. So I'm going to have to, obviously we're going to have to get proton, which is just a hydrogen canister. Well, that's super easy to do, which is cool. And then, you know, we hit it with a sodium ingot, get sodium-22. The problem comes with getting the thing up to 20 million. So I'm going to actually have to do a little bit of trial and error here with the, was it the electromagnets? Which one is the one that speeds it up? The accelerator. Is it the accelerator or is it the RF source? RF. Can't remember the name of those things. There. I thought it was an electro. Hold on. Isn't. I'm getting these two things confused. There is magnets and RF cavity. That's what I was looking for. Accelerating voltage. Yeah, 500. I think that's how you speed it up, right? With these. Now, all right, let's get rid of some of this so I can see what we're doing. So we need, I guess, sodium-22. I'm going to put this down. I don't know if we need it right now, but usually kind of implies we do. But, all right, so the next part is these things. I haven't crafted the, I think I have a recipe for that. They bend the path of particle beams and are used in every other accelerator besides the linear, which is what we built. Increases the dipole strength. Word. Used to make a dipole magnet for dipole magnet. All right, yep, it's gonna take me time. I'm gonna have to read up on this. So it looks like we're gonna need, like, we used quadrupole. That's those things. I guess the electro. I thought it was a quadrupole. What? The name of these things? These here can be used to make a quadrupole or dipole magnet. So we did the quadrupole, we didn't do the dipole magnet. I'm assuming maybe we need one on each side and then these yoke things on the other side. Must be on the top and the bottom. Yeah, alright. Gotcha. Alright, so we are going to have to craft up more of these things. But we will have to get into that next episode. Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot done, unfortunately, this episode. I just realized, I'm like, yeah, we haven't done a whole lot. But, yeah, it's going to take me some time to figure that out. Maybe, I mean, I can probably figure this out. Okay. But, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, that's going to be for today, so thanks for watching, and have a good one.